time. Typically I do this at 7 a.m., but I had a meeting come up last minute where I needed to attend, and that was from 7 a.m. till now. So we're going to do some coffee and darts. We're going to talk a little bit about the PDC. If you have not heard, the World Match Play is on as of right now. That is July 18th. They are making a decision by July 4th as to whether or not they're going to have an audience or not. Excuse me. So if you're planning on attending that or want to attend that, look for an announcement coming out July 4th. Tickets will go on sale immediately, of course, and that is for the World Match Play. And that would be on July 18th is when that would start. So I'm excited about that. Really, really excited about that. Last year's winner was Rob Cross. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's been so long. But yeah, I'm sure Rob Cross won last year's tournament. Yes, that's correct. Get it in my head. So I'm excited to see this come back. Of course, that tournament or the trophy has been renamed to the Phil Taylor Trophy because Phil won that tournament. I think it was 16 times, just like his world title. So 16 and 16 on that one. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But it's good to see everybody back. Let's throw some darts. I have done an adjustment to my barrel. I've added a different flight, and I've using a soft tip barrel, and I've gone ahead and added a steel tip to it, just a screw-in conversion point. These are the flights I'm playing with. These are super awesome. This is the L style Easy Flight, the L3 shape, and these are the Shot version. So Shot worked with L style to come out with some really cool flights, and these fit in their different ranges. This is from the Viking range. I really like these. So this is kind of what my barrel is looking like now. I loved this barrel for playing soft tip, so I ordered a second set for soft tip, and that way I'm kind of playing the same thing in both, and maybe that'll help my game. We'll find out. I think it's my throw. I think my stance and throw are just off where I'm seeing and looking. But I'm buying an apparatus to help me with that from Winmore, and I'll be showing that to you guys. So, all right, let's throw a little, have some fun, talk a little bit about the PDC, and they're coming back. Super excited about that. What are your thoughts? Do you want to go? Would you go? What does that look like for you? And my question is, so the PDC's been allowing us to watch stuff on their thing, and of course, I'm a paying member for the PDC, but are they going to allow this tournament to be watched by everybody for free? PDC, you should do that for sure, and then build back into the subscription base, or maybe they'll run out the rest of this year on a free basis, and then the rest of us that have paid, just hook us up for the following year. See what I'm saying? But definitely make this tournament free. Grab all those people that have been watching the home tour. That would be wise of the PDC. Get them hooked. But outside of that, I'm just excited to be back at darts and having guys up at the Aki, and being able to see some of these players back at what they do really well. Some of them haven't played so well at home, but I think there's something when you get to a stage, especially for people like Peter, there's a whole new person that comes out. You know, the snake bite comes out when he hits that stage. Totally different when he's at home. That's that home atmosphere. You get a little bit more relaxed. So I'm excited to see this. I really am. Hoping, we're going to see some fun darts out of that. And I think we're going to see some of those, I don't want to say low liars, but the guys on the fringe that have been practicing heavy during this lockdown situation, guys that we haven't been talking a lot about or that haven't been seen, they're going to come back and possibly do really well in the first couple of tournaments as the other guys are getting their feet wet being back on the stage. Just my saying. So I think there are some names out there that definitely are going to step up and are going to take on some of the shining star part of darts. So let's throw some darts. Let's throw these things since I updated them, Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend as well. I got away for the weekend. Was able to go up to some friends of ours have a cabin up at a lake, and so we spent some time up there, and that was really nice and refreshing. Oh, that's horrible. Oh. I will say this point does add a little bit of weight to the front. It's slightly noticeable compared to when I throw it with soft tip. I'm using the Condor tips, which is what I use when I play soft tip, so it's kind of the same look and feel. I'm using that as an excuse for those 2 bad throws. I'll be honest. I am. Oh, 3 bad throws. 26s all around. So are we going to see some ladies in the World Match Play? How's that going to play out? Are we going to see some ladies jump up? Had a name in my head of someone who I think is going to do really well, and I'm totally blanking on it. It'll come to me. James Wade. There we go. See, it came to me. I think James Wade I think match play is good for him and his game. These longer tournaments. I think he's going to come out and be a dominant force for the rest of the season. I think he's been practicing laying in weight, so to speak. I bet his averages are higher than normal. He sits in that high 80s, low 90s typically. He has a couple of games or tournaments a year where he bumps into the hundreds, but he's normally more in that 90 situation when you see him play. I'm betting that he's going to come out and shock a lot of people and be in the hundreds and going to dominate the rest of this year. So I'm saying it here right now. That's my feel is James Wade is going to come out and have a dominant force. I think he's just been methodically putting his game together, waiting for this moment. And I don't want to say he's going to win this tournament, but I'm going to say he's going to win this tournament. That's my gut feel. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win the match play? Who do you think is going to come back and get that first tournament out of COVID and that first big trophy, that first, I mean, outside of the Worlds, it's outside of what Peter did as far as becoming the world champion, this is the next biggest tournament in my mind. And I think in a lot of people's minds. Who do we think is going to win this, which to me is kind of that second big major type situation alongside being world championship. So it's kind of cool that we're coming out with this tournament. I'm excited about it. Again, what are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win it? Is there a low liar that you think or someone that's kind of in the background that you think is going to jump ahead and win this? Or do you think just one of the big names is going to come back and kind of dominate? So, if you've been checking social media, you know that certain number ones in the world have been fishing a lot. Will MVG come back as strong? But with an understanding that you got about a month to go, I think players like himself and others are really going to hammer home getting prepared. But I still think someone like James Wade is going to come in and just snoop that sucker up. Ooh. So curious, because I don't think I've ever asked this. I don't know if you hear the background noise. My daughter is singing right now. But what are you playing? What kind of barrel are you playing? I'm sure I've asked this question on one of them, but just throwing it out there. What are you specifically playing? Is there a barrel you're looking to play? Is there a barrel that you'd like information on, you'd like us to review? We'll do that. Or another product. Is there something else that you'd like us to review? I've got the hanging strap by Grandboard to hang a board on a door. We're going to be doing a review of that later this week. But products like that, is there something else out there that you're interested in? Let us know. And I'll do my real quick push. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm supposed to say that at the beginning, but I think you guys know that. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and you're welcome to support the channel. You can actually through the chat. You can make a small donation. It goes through PayPal. That's always cool. We've had a couple people do it. I really appreciate that. It does help me buy product because I have to buy product that we review for the most part. Real quick, and I got to get used to this, and I've got a logo that I got to pop up on here. We do have a sponsor, though, for Coffee and Darts, and that is Shot Darts. So check them out, shotdarts.com. Take a look at some of the cool stuff they have coming out. They've got some new barrels hitting the market here soon. Look for reviews on those, but look for the barrels themselves. They've added some pro players to their lineup. Check that out. Again, shotdarts.com. And thank you, Shot, and the team over there for sponsoring Coffee and Darts. I will get better at putting that at the front. Again, today was kind of mashed together right after my meeting. So I'm full of excuses. Oh. Today I believe is the 8th, so I should be working on my 8th. Is today the 8th? I don't even know what day it is. Vacation really did me good because I have no clue what day it is. I'm pretty sure it's the 8th. Let's work on some 8s. So I have this thing that I like to do where I throw for whatever the day is. Just to work on hitting that particular number, the muscle memory situation. Oh, I'm dropping that last one. We hit the 11. And in this particular practice routine, I do try and hit doubles, but I want to keep it in line. So if I go into a single 8, it's still keeping it within that feel of that throw, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to work on, is getting that feel together. Oh, that was a bad throw. So let me ask, adjusting your throw. Do you do something in particular if you notice that you're more to the left, more to the right, up, down? How do you drop your elbow? How do you adjust your throw on the fly when you're throwing? Sometimes I'll move over a little if I'm right, left, and I'll try and actually adjust my release for right, left situations. Even in up, down situations, just trying to keep the consistent throw, but maybe my release a little bit differently. And as you can tell of late, I really haven't been on it. It's been a while. I've been in a pretty decent slump, especially as I started Coffee and Darts. But I feel like I'm coming out of it. I feel good in the evenings when I'm just throwing and there's no noise, daughter singing, or any background stuff. So I'm feeling like it's coming together, and hopefully on some of these you'll start to see some better throws. Also, if anybody wants to chat up and have me trying out, let's do that. I'll be happy to see what I can do as far as nailing a particular out. Let's give it a try. We can get some laughs out of it, probably. Could be fun. What's up, AI? How are things? Scotland again? Sorry, brain fog. Been in the mountains. How you doing? Things are good here. Got a little vacation in this past weekend. Oh, that's horrible. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry for the late start on the Coffee and Darts. I had a meeting that came up. And then we didn't do darts with Dylan this weekend. I almost brought a dartboard and all the stuff to do that. We were up in the mountains with some friends that have a cabin that we were able to go to, and came really close to it. But I'm kind of glad we didn't. We just took a total break from everything, and it ended up being a really good weekend. Just kind of relaxing. Oh, and then I went way low. Way low. So asking or talking about PDCs coming back. We got about a little bit over a month. That's right, Newcastle. That's right, AI. Corinne, you're from Scotland then. Do I have any reviews coming up? Yeah, I've got a couple that I've got in the can that are being edited. I've got a couple that I got to do today. So yeah, I've got some reviews. We try and do reviews during the week and then do the coffee and darts on Monday and Wednesday. But here I should give you guys an update on some stuff that I'm reviewing. So this is one of the items that's coming up for review. Give you guys a sneak peek. So this is the unicorn. This is pretty sweet. So this is the James Wade, who I like James. He's like my sleeper fun player, so I'll be reviewing those. But really like, great barrel. I've actually ordered some of the other players' barrels that are in that same style, so we can look at what the differences are. And then I got my hands on a set of Simon Whitlocks, so I'm excited to review these. I always love the shape of his barrels, and I like Simon. Simon's a good guy. So I've got that. I'm doing the Oblivion barrel as well, and then I've got a door strap for travel to take aboard with you. It's the Grand Board door strap, so I'll be reviewing those this week. So those are items to keep an eye on. What's my favorite double? So my trip was good. Thanks. The darts are sweet. I've taken my soft tip and added the Condor conversion point. So I play Condor soft tip, so it's similar. And then these flights are sweet. These are the Shot L style flight. This is the Easy flight, and it's the, what is it, the L3. So this is a collab they're doing. Super, super cool flight. This happens to be from the Viking series. But I like the 90-degree angles. It's got a really good feel to it. So enjoying throwing these. And again, the trip was really good. My favorite double, it's probably the 16 and the 10. Somewhere in there. Those are my favorite doubles. I like to try and get to those. The 40's okay, but I'm shorter, so I like the lower portion of the board. Just honest. Right now I'm working on the 8, because today's the 8th, I'm pretty sure. One of the things I also like about the 16 is if you go into, so the 32, if you hit the 16, you're still in play right there with the 8 or the 16. So the 30, you know what I mean. Well, AI, so I understand Shot Darts, a lot of their newer barrels are a little bit more pricier. They do some incredible things. They've got some incredible machinery. Here's, go check out some of the dart stores online. Darts Connect, I will say A to Z darts here in America. Their prices are a little higher than some, but they all carry some of the older Shot barrels, which are still really nice barrels. And you can get them for a little bit better price point, but get what you can get, play, maybe save up. There's always holidays where you can end up with a set. But Shot's really good about things too, as far as helping out players with barrels. So they make incredible barrels. The 11s and the 9s, well, they're near each other. There are a number of players that like those numbers. It's just getting down to that number. You know, what do you need to do to get to a number that you really like? Trying to think of who really loves the 14. Why am I blanking on his name? Sergio. I'm thinking of golf stuff right now. I was talking golf all weekend with a buddy of mine. Every name that's coming to my head is a professional golfer. But it's really a matter of getting to your favorite number and finding it. So the fact that you know those two is huge. So like for me, the 16, There I can go to the 8 or the 10. Went a little high there. But those are typically my favorite. I'm fairly decent on those outs. Let's do the 10 again. And then I went high. Try that again. Oh, geez, man. That's a really bad correction. Ugh. Maybe I need to work on my 10s. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. He does like all the strange doubles. But if you learn how to work the board to get to your favorite out, you look at like Gerwin. He really likes the 40. Van Gerwen really likes the 40, but he'll play pretty much anything. Peter tends to like the 40 as well, or the 32. I see him kind of work into both of those numbers. Why am I blanking? Voltage really likes the double 18. That's an out that he really likes. Ooh. Oh, a set of darts that I ordered that I'm super excited to share with everybody is I ordered a set of the Wayne Mardle Hawaii 501s. So once those show up, I'm excited to do those. I got to get a shirt, though. I'm going to have to order a shirt so I can wear that while I review those. So Wayne, I'm going to get you some more cash, man, on your site. Because if you go to Hawaii501.com, I believe is what it is, you can get his products. But you can get his shirts as well. And I think they're pretty cool shirts. So look for that review sometime in the next few weeks. Oh. $16.10, yeah, they're nice. Yeah, he is a beast on the 14. I'll be honest, I didn't like him at first when I first started watching him. There was just something about him, but he's really grown on me. He's kind of just this really gentle giant guy, and he's grown a lot on me over the last couple of years. I like watching him play. Ugh. But yeah, the 14, I would say 8 out of 10, he's going to hit the 14. There have been some pressure situations where I've seen him miss it. And I love his third dart because he kind of walks. He does that throw and walk. I just think that's interesting how he'll do that. And his facial expressions, if you ever watch, when he's like dead on that he's going to hit the number and he throws it and he starts to take the step and it misses just barely, his facial expressions are awesome. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. What time is it? Okay. Oh, my release is off today. I'm really hoping this all comes back together before league. There we go. Oh. So I am hoping our league will resume here. Yeah. John Henderson is an underrated darts player. He doesn't have as much of the pizzazz or show, I think, is part of the issue. So I asked this question earlier with the match play coming back. So match play coming back July 18th. We'll know July 4th if they're going to allow spectators, which they should. I think they really should. I think we here in America, in our wonderful way of life and stupidity, have shown that this COVID thing really isn't as bad because we're all hanging out together these days, as you can tell on TV. And there really haven't been any true confirmed cases. I have friends that work in hospitals in areas that this is going on, and they're like, we're not seeing anything. So I know news is reporting stuff, but I think that's fictional type stuff I just don't buy it personally. So I'm hoping that the PDC will take a look at the whole breadth of things and allow spectators in. Maybe there'll be some social distancing. I don't think masks are really the way to go. I think they're more harmful, personal opinion. But I'm excited to see darts back. I guess the question is, who do you think is going to win that tournament? James Wade is my sleeper. I think James pulls it off. I think he's been waiting for this opportunity. I think he's going to do well for the remainder of the season. But who would be your sleeper? Who out of that top 6 is really going to be someone that comes alive, and who in the top 6 fades? It's a question. Has MVG and his fishing trips caused him to falter? He got some cash from a new manufacturer. Will this play? Will this cause him to stumble? Yeah, I've talked with a lot of people about the whole COVID situation that are in the field. And a lot of them are saying that there's some misinformation in regards to how things are being disseminated as being COVID versus typical flu versus other things. I guess I don't work in the field, so I'm just going based off of some of the factual stuff that I've been able to find out there and talking. Like, my neighbors work for the VA, and being able to talk with people that are literally in the neck of things here. So I'm not in New York, I'm in California, but I'm not in some of the heavily populated areas. But in San Diego, really hasn't been a major push. We've been open as far as beaches and other areas for a few weeks now, and we really haven't seen a spike or any movement of that needle. So I just wonder, how much of this is real just flu situation versus what we're calling COVID. I don't know. Again, I'm not front lines. I'm just going off what information I can disseminate that may be real versus fake or fake versus real. It's hard to tell these days. I guess I'm just hoping for this all to end. Get back to some darts and some friends and hanging out and getting back to a little bit normality. Maybe I'm a little jaded because of that. Maybe I look at the numbers and go, eh. But, yeah, maybe that's it. See, what time is it? All right. Yeah, a 9-darter in the match play would be kind of fun to see. Adrian Lewis, James Wade, or even someone like Joe Cullen to win the match play. I think that would be kind of fun. Adrian's, I wonder what he's been doing in this time off. How much has he been really putting into his game? Because we know he has a strong game. He's got 2 world championships. We know he can play. And I hope he's gotten the head straight and really coming out strong. That would be really cool to see as well. I'm just a huge James Wade fan. I was watching a video the other day of compilations of just some fun things in the PDC. And there's one, and I've got to find it. I think I might steal it and post it on Facebook. But there's a thing where he's coming up on stage and he's going behind the dancers when we had dancers. and one of them's doing this thing and goes back and just clocks him in his nads, and that video was hilarious. He brushed it off pretty well. But I think he's the sleeper that's going to be very dominant the rest of this year. And I don't know if anybody's seen, but Michael Smith has been dropping the weight. I think that's going to help his game as well. He could be one of those top tier players that really dominates. I think he's been focusing a lot on his game, definitely on his family, which is really good for his head. But he's been working out to lose some of the weight, which is going to make his stamina much more there during the longer tournaments. I don't see him winning the match play, but I see him being a force, or at least he's one of the top players that I think would win the match play and that could have a dominant piece coming in through the year. I think we're going to see some faltering of those top players. Ugh. First one was good, next two, nah. Yeah, again, a 9-darter would be fun. I'd actually like to see like Fallon hit a 9-darter in the match play. That would be kind of cool. Get a little bit more of that push as we come back with a PDC. I've just been a real supporter of women in darts and playing. I think they should be on the stage playing, whether it's in their own separate situation with the PDC. I loved that's what the BDO did, or if it's more of a direct competition with the guys, or maybe a little of both, that would be awesome. There we go. What time is it? All right, so Michael Smith is a great player, yes. Yes, his mental game does let him down, but I think he's had enough time to work on that. Working on his weights helped him, and I think the time with his family is really going to help push him, at least through this year, get in some domination. He could be the next world champion if he keeps his head straight and doesn't let the past failures, if you want to call them, or missed opportunities in majors and in finals. If he can just put that all out of his head, he will be a dominant force coming into the World Championships at the end of the year. So I'm excited to see him do well. And of course, my son loves him. And he doesn't know, but I ordered him some barrels that are Michael Smith barrels, and I ordered some of the new Unicorn newer, I can't say it, but the blacked out Michael Smiths, just so he can have those up on his shelf. But I bought him some soft tip barrels to play with, so he should be excited about that. Guys, I've got to run. I know this was a short, about a half-hour practice. I'm going to probably maybe do this again later today. We'll see. If I get opportunity to, but I had an early morning meeting, and now I've got another meeting I got to run to. So thanks for hanging out. Coffee and Darts. Again, I'm Matthew. This is on Atomic Darts. Our sponsor is Shot Darts, and I really do appreciate them sponsoring. Looking forward to the World Match Play, July 18th. Again, we'll find out July 4th if spectators are allowed. Let me know if you're planning on going to the match. That would be kind of cool. I wish I could go. Don't see it in my future this year for sure. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for the comments, guys. And I will see you guys on Wednesday as we pick up Coffee and Darts Wednesday morning at our regularly scheduled time, which is 7 a.m. here in America